Welcome to Tuesdays with Tom. Well, Sunday was April Fool's Day, and I didn't really have any great April Fool's jokes played on me and didn't play any on anybody else, but I figured instead of that I'd tell you a joke today. You in the mood for a joke, Josh? What do you think?
I love jokes.
All right. So there's two construction builders. They're finishing up a house, and they're building a house, and the house is going great. And they get to the end, and there's a brick, one brick left over at the house site. The big guy thinks he's going to win some money off the little guy. The big guy goes, "Hey, I got an idea. We take this brick, we throw it up. Whoever throws it up in the air the highest wins $100 from the other person." So the little guy's going, "I don't know if this is really fair to me and everything, but okay." They do it. So the big guy grabs the brick, he throws the brick up in the air, and it goes up and up and up and up, and then comes down, down, down. And it's like, wow, that was pretty high. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. And the little guy goes, "Well, I'm going to give it my best shot." So he takes the brick and he throws the brick as hard as he can, and it goes up and up and up and up and up, and it never comes down. What do you think of that?
That's not funny at all.
That's a funny joke.
In fact, it's not funny at all.
Come on, Josh. It's a funny joke. Come on, Josh. All right, I'll tell you a different joke. I guarantee you'll like this one. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
You'll like this one. All right. So, guy's driving on an abandoned highway, and his car breaks down, and it's like a Scooby-Doo scene. I mean, it's raining and pouring and everything, and he sees this castle in the background. So he goes and he walks and he walks. He's like, "I gotta get some help." And he walks and walks and walks and walks. And he knocks on the door 3 times. Finally, somebody answers the door, and it's this eccentric-looking gentleman that he says, "Hey," and he answers, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Well, I broke down on the highway, and I was wondering if I could have any help." And he goes, "Well, you're welcome to come in and stay, but my phone's out because of the storm." Actually, it kind of sounds like Rocky Horror Picture Show too, doesn't it? But my phone's out because of the storm, but you're welcome to stay over, and they usually get things fixed up by now. If not, I'll be able to take you into the town in the morning. So the guy says, "Well, that's very nice. I appreciate that." So he's like, so they're sitting around and they have a dinner together and they have a nice time. And they introduce each other and they're talking with each other, having a good time. And he goes, after a couple of beers, the guy who owns the house says, "You want to see something really, really cool?" And the other guy goes, "Well, absolutely." So he goes, "All right, but before I take you down here, you have to promise me, you cannot touch it." The guy's like, "Okay," a little nervous there. Maybe I don't want to touch it. "I won't touch it." So he's like, "All right, you got to see this." Now they've had a couple of beers, so they go down, and the guy unlocks this big door. It's got 3 padlocks on it. Walks down to a flight of stairs, and there's another door with another set of locks. So he unlocks those, and there's 3 locks on those, and he unlocks that, and he walks down another flight of stairs. Walks down, and then he sees another door, and there's another set of another set of locks. So he unlocks all those, and he opens it up, and there's this grand room, and way in the corner there's a cage with a sheet over it. And he goes, "Come here, you gotta see this." So he pulls it off, and there's a purple ape inside the cage. And he goes, "That's the most amazing thing I've ever seen." And the ape's all happy to see everybody, and he's making face, and he looks at the new guy, and he's all happy at the new guy, and he goes, sticks his hand right out, and the guy goes, "What are you doing?" The guy slaps his hand back. "I told you, you can't touch it." So he looks at it again, and the ape's kind of jumping around, and he goes, sticks his hand out. The other guy's about to then, and the guy slaps his hand back again and goes, "You cannot touch this ape." So they wind up going in, they lock all the doors, go up the stairs, have a few more drinks, have a nightcap, the guy goes to bed. Well, big thunderclap. Boom! Hey, where you going? Hey, Stay with me. Josh, stay with me. Big thunderclap happens.
Oh,
Big thunderclap happens. The guy wakes up and he goes, I'm gonna see that ape. I'm gonna go see that ape. I might even touch the ape. So he goes down. He unlocks the first door, walks down the first flight of stairs, unlocks the 3 locks on the second door, goes through that, goes down the next flight of stairs, unlocks the 3 locks on the third third door, opens it up, and there's the ape in the cage. So he walks over to the cage, and the ape's all happy and smiley, and he goes. The ape goes like this, sticks his hand right out the cage, and then the guy looks at him and goes, I don't care what this ape looks like he's fun. He looks like he's happy. I'm gonna touch the ape. So he goes, and sure enough, he touches the ape's finger, and the ape goes bonkers. I mean, he's jumping, howling on his, jumping on the, breaking the door down, and the guy's like, I don't know what to do. So he starts running away, and he looks behind him, and the ape is chasing him because the ape broke down the cage, the door on the cage. So he slams the door and locks the 3 doors. And he's running up the stairs, and just as he shuts the second door, he sees that the ape broke through the first door, and he locks the 3 locks on the second door. And he runs up the 3rd flight of stairs, and then he sees the ape break through the second door, and he locks the 3 locks, and he's running, he runs out of the castle, and he's running for it seems like an eternity, and he looks back, and the ape is just chasing him, comes out of the castle, chasing him down. And he's like, I gotta do something different. So he's like, I'm gonna go up this tree. So he runs up the tree, and he climbs up the tree, and the ape's looking around. He sees him up in the tree, and you know what he does? You know what the ape does? The ape climbs up after the tree after him, and he goes, "You're it. Peace. Heavy metal."